I am getting ready to record a video and feeling a little anxious, and I thought I would record myself doing my makeup and talking a little. I don't know if I'll do something with this, but it seems like a good way to sort of de-stress, and also I tend to do a lot of makeup, so maybe people are interested how I do my look. So foundation, blush, brush, and just use the camera as a mirror right now. Must hide the unevenness. Hide your skin. Blendy, blendy, blend. There we have skin that is all one color. I enjoy doing makeup. I learned partly from stage makeup, and I was a goth for a while, goth roots. So I started with extreme makeup. And I had to learn to be more everyday. A lot of people learn from their mothers. One of the things about being mixed race is you often end up with a mother who has very different skin and hair. Eye foundation. So I did the thing, there was no YouTube tutorials in those days. So I got makeup magazines and fashion magazines and learned all the stuff about trying to find the right stuff for your eye shape and that. Brushy the brows. Oh, it's the Londo. That stuff I do on every day, but then I don't actually wear makeup every day. I wear it for camera and when I have to be social. Because I'm kind of an introvert. And sort of an ambivert. But if there's a lot of people, then it drains me. One of the unfair things of aging, I don't mind aging, but why do I have to have white hairs in my eyebrows? So yeah, when I was a kid, I practiced a lot in the mirror with different things to get different looks. Need to put a little bit of color back. And blush. Then onto the eyeshadow. I have a lot of brushes. Brushes are kind of important for this. This is what I keep my brushes in. Nice layer kit. Light undercoat. So yeah, I experimented with up in my room, just playing with colors and playing with shapes. And over the years, I've done that. I'm getting quite good at doing my own face, at least. I haven't really done other people's faces since I was a goth and sometimes did boy makeup on boys. Not that makeup's a binary, it's more like gendery, bendery, timey-wimey chaos. Goth boy makeup is a specific thing, and they tend not to know how to do it themselves. Poor boys and people assigned male at birth don't get to have that teenager, preteen playing with makeup experience, unless they have understanding friends, understanding parents, or they're in the theater. Once in the early days when my dear friend in Scotland was just before she'd come out as her, when she was sort of exploring gender stuff and not telling us exactly what it was about, just that she was exploring. I gave her, we had a night where I brought a bunch of grooming girly stuff over, makeup and things, and we had a bit of a slumber party and play. Of course, that wasn't something she got to do. That was fun. Taught her a few things. I'm hoping to record 2 videos today. One is a re-record because I did the entire thing out of focus and with lipstick on my teeth. But that video is about fat suits. I'm feeling a little anxious. Although I've sort of been part of various kinds of activism and stuff for years, in certain ways, I've never really done it for myself. I was usually trying to be an ally. True for a lot of my life, actually. And sort of focused on supporting others more than standing up for myself or going after what I wanted or whatever. I think partly it comes to, when you're a fat woman, you only ever see in stories unless you're like Ursula, you're the plucky sidekick. Either you're a figure of fun and disgust, or you're a figure of fun and sort of the supportive sidekick. So I think that's sort of how I thought of myself for a long time, whether consciously or not, particularly in queer spaces. It's funny that I am bi, but I didn't really reckon with that until I was in my 30s, well into my 30s. Even though I've been a part of the queer community in a supportive ally sense since high school, before high school, something like that, as long as I can remember. Been the cliche of the, fat girl with personality ends up with friends with lots of gay men. So I was caught up in trying to be a good ally, not centering myself. I didn't think about the feelings I was starting to have towards women. I kind of missed it. But these days on that, I sort of, I'm at least willing to talk about my own experience a little bit, from where I am. Blend, blend. So much of makeup. Put it on, take it off. Put it on, take it off. Doesn't this feel so self-involved? But, center yourself sometimes. It's okay to center your own experience sometimes. Sometimes talking about your own experience will open up the doors for other people to talk about theirs, right? That's what it felt like with the talking about anti-fatness video. Since I effectively had a dry run by getting the focus and the teeth should just a little more sparkles. Okay, eyeliner time. There, one last touch. My name. All the women in my family have them. Hey. Well, time to record a video. Hi, this is editing, Sarah. So since I showed you putting on my makeup, I thought I'd show you the last step, which is color correcting. This is what it looks like when I record with the good camera. And often I have a gray card thing to white balance, but I'm wearing gray in this, so I can just white balance off the gray. That's not quite right. That's a little better. And then fine tune. Yep. Take the exposure down a little. Take the contrast up. Take the highlights up a little. Take the shadows down. Just trying to give a little more depth to the thing, as you can see. Whites don't need to go up. Maybe a little touch down. And then blacks come down and see. The leather looks nice, and it's not quite it. Yeah, my skin looks nice there. Take the saturation up a little. Take the vibrance up a little. There. You can see the two. And I look more three-dimensional, and yeah, more like my skin actually looks in person, because cameras don't white balance mixed race color skin very well. But yeah, so that is looking nice. Maybe take the whites down a little. Highlights so they don't glow quite so much. And hey, that looked nice. So yeah, a little bit of behind the scenes, how I make video look nicer. There you go, a little behind the scenes.